Larissa and Cassidy in the Valley. Hey guys, welcome back. So here we are for our third episode ever of Larissa and Cassidy in the Valley. And Larissa, what do you think about this season that we're in?
Oh, I think it's the most wonderful time of the year. This is the season for so many holidays. But you know, there's one holiday that I just want to make sure that we keep in mind. I think it's an important one.
Oh, which one?
Festivus.
Oh, Festivus for the rest of us. Perfect.
Now, are you familiar with Festivus?
I remember a couple parts. I think there was an airing of grievances was a part of Festivus.
There is. And I'd really like to take this moment to air out some grievances.
Okay, let's air this out.
Yes, all right.
With me?
So, yes, is that okay?
You want to air grievances about me?
Grievances with you? No. My grievances are with learning. And when kids, they just don't feel like they own their learning, they're not buying into their learning, or sometimes they just don't even believe that they can do the learning. But you know what? In the Valley, we don't have that so much. Instead, we've got some examples of some kids who have become very empowered learners.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, let's go look at that.
Fantastic.
I have a grievance with that cowbell.
Do you want to know what we're looking at here? We're looking at an empowered learner. Absolutely. In fact, she is right now looking at this rubric, and it's not just any rubric. It is a rubric that her and her classmates helped co-create. They did that so that they could really think about what it means to reflect and make sure that they had quality reflections. So check this out. My reflection includes what I did well and evidence. This all came from The Inquiry Mindset and is a book that I would really recommend. And look at what she was able to come up with and reflect once she looked back at her.
Hey, Ms. Bankamp. So here we have this Google form that we use with some math students.
Welcome back, Mr. Pennekamp.
Gosh, she's so funny. Just peeking in on us. So what we did, the reason we did this was students were supposed to be justifying in math to really show their confidence in the content that they were talking about. Excellent. But what we found out was that some of the students went and when they were discussing had the wrong answers. So we just made this quick Google form. So then that way when they had to check their slope or their y-intercept, they knew that they were 100% correct. So that way when they were discussing and they were doing a process, a structure where one would discuss slope, one would discuss y-intercept, and then they would switch, they really knew that they had the right answer. So then in their process and their confidence really came out, but then they had to really discuss how did I actually find the slope. But they knew that they were correct.
That's fantastic. This is such a great way to help kids really
just a little quick and easy way to give them that confidence.
I love it. I think we should finish our feats of strength later.
Okay, awesome. So,
yes,
those are some great ways where kids would show their empowered learning. I especially loved it when your kids, how they showed all that ownership in what they were doing and how they really reflected with that rubric. It was just a really great way.
It is, isn't it? And I have to say, your kids, they believed in themselves so much, and that is so important that our kids can believe and know that they can do it, that learning is possible.
That confidence was huge in them.
Huge.
So, I think it's time for us to wrap this up and head to break.
I think so. Thank you for letting me air my grievances. I feel so much better now.
I cannot wait to get home and see my aluminum pole. All right. That's been...
I've been Larissa.
And I've been Cassidy. And this has been Larissa and Cassidy in the Valley. Merry Happy! In case you were keeping track at home, we heard the cowbell 74 times during that video. What a great time it was.